Islam. Welcome back to the Moor Culture Podcast. I'm your host, Brother Tyshan Edwards Bey. We're here with Brother Sharif, resident hosts, and special guests, Abdullah Muhammad Bey. Islam. Thank you for joining us, Mo. Before we get too far, just want to greet everybody with peace, however they want to be greeted, but we use peace, Islam, Assalamu alaikum, Alafiyah, Ayoniyo, Hotep, Rahubat, Shalom. I know there's probably more. Any other greetings that anybody else wants to give? No, we're good.
Yeah.
All right, we can go ahead and get started with true Moorish tradition. Give our praises and honors. Brother Sharif, did you want to start and give your praises and honors?
Yes, I like this. In the spirit of light, I like to give high honors to Almighty Allah and high honors to His holy divine prophet, noble Drawley. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty works. High honor to the forerunner of the prophet Marcus Mosaic Garvey. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. High honor to Jesus, Buddha, Confucius, Muhammad. High honor to Emmanuel. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty works. High honor to Givensil. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. High honors to the Nazarene Allah El. May Allah be pleased with him for his mighty work. High honor to the Magi Master Sidney Rosson El. High honor to Timothy Dingle El, hyphenated Drawley, and his white mother, Ruth Mother Wisdom, Louise Dingle El. High honor to their daughter Diane Dingle El. High honor to the Grand Secretary Margaret Thompson Bey. High honor to Master Farad Muhammad, Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Warthi Muhammad, El Hajj Malik Shabazz, and high honor to everybody under the sound of my voice, and high honor where honor is due. Peace.
Islam. Brother Muhammad Bey, do you have any praises and honors you wanted to give?
Yes, all praise due to Allah, and honor to man for being here today amongst the Moors, Wilmington, Delaware, my hometown. Been going for quite a while, but I like to stay connected, and I'm going to continue to be connected with the Moorish American community and keep doing the great work that we've been doing and still doing, what to continue to do, Islam.
Islam, thank you.
I like to say that man, Brother Muhammad Bey, been affiliated with the Moorish movement ever since we was about 16 or 17 years old. We never gave up. We kept looking ahead, and he's a day older than me.
Islam, praise Allah. Mo, I can't wait to get into it. I'm excited. We have to do the traditions to start it off. I'm gonna give my praises and honors, but I always want to get right into it too.
Yes, sir.
But praise and honors real quick. All praises to Allah. High honors to the Prophet Noble Ali. High honors to the forerunner Marcus Messiah Garvey. High honors to all current and past leadership of the Moorish Science Temple of America. High honors to all true and divine prophets of Allah that stand on the square of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. High honors to all Moors worldwide, known and unknown. High honors to all the Moors that can hear my voice. High honors to all my ancestors, everybody that paved the way for us to be here. Islam.
Islam. I thank Allah for this day. Rabbi Zidni Alma, may Allah increase me in knowledge, because this is a special time to be in the midst of you brothers to fulfill the mighty works of uplifting and fallen humanity. It's a lot. We have a lot of foes, jealous, but I'm here with you brothers, cracking the ethers.
Islam. I don't like to admit it, but I'm a little jealous. I'm jealous to hear about your guys's your history, hearing about I think you said it's a Black Man's Development Center. Just hearing about that, hearing the stories before we went live is inspiring. I've heard some stories from you before, Brother Sharif. So, please bring out some more jealousy in me and talk to me more about kind of your guys' history and give us some inspiration that what we can use today to kind of to take that information to use today. Actually, real quick. Today is the 20th episode in Supreme Mathematics. That is Wisdom Cipher. Here we are right now, bringing wisdom to the cipher. So I just want to make sure that is said and stated. So please let me hear your guys' wisdom.
Well, Black Man's Development Center was a Moorish organization that pulled me up out of the community because I was from a single parent home. Them brothers served as like a brothers and fathers. image to me. This brother taught me the Al-Fatiha, in which I prayed today, and I was able to go to Mecca off something that he taught me. And so these Moors taught me how to keep it real. And I've been in it ever since then. And this brother been along with me. His other two brothers, we're missing one. He just lost a brother, so forth and so on. But we love Allah, you know. And the brothers didn't take no mess. We were a brotherhood.
That's right.
You couldn't mess with us. If you mess with us and stuff, we rolled together,
Right.
and we would take care of you. But we was for cleaning up our community, stopping the crime, stopping drugs, because drugs has messed us up. It wasn't like it is today when we started. It's much worse today. And like I was sharing with people, that I don't want to only focus on just the heroin and the crack and the other one's that stuff, fentanyl, all that stuff like
opiates.
that. Liquor's just as bad. You have a liquor store on every corner throughout the so-called black community, and it's wrong because it supports the prison industrial complex, and they put more so-called black people in jail, and every time they go to jail, they cash in on a bond. So if the politicians really want to get down and do something serious, like Trump is sending National Guards into D.C. to stop the crime, take the liquor stores off the corner. You know, because when you come under the effect of alcohol and stuff, it make you do crazy stuff. I was delivered from that. Alcohol and drinking and stuff. I could drink a case of beer and smoke a pack of cigarettes in one night. So that's how messed up I was. But my spirituality brought me up out of it. I love the law more. Holy Quran says, hold on tight to the rope of Allah.
That's right.
The rope of Allah is the Quran. It says, when come the help of Allah? And the help of Allah is always there. When come the help of Allah, now see people join the religion of Allah by the thousands, celebrate the praise of the Lord. He's all forgiving, most merciful. He taught me that.
Yes, sir.
Islam.
Yes, sir. Well,
Brother Muhammad Bey, I know you're an actual drug counselor, I
Yeah,
heard. So
that's my profession.
Islam.
But I'm a licensed drug and alcohol counselor. I lived in Texas for 32 years before I came back home. And as a result, I started as an inmate, you know what I'm saying, drug addiction. But I got out, I came back as a volunteer. Went back to college, got my bachelor's, my master's degree in that field, counseling and drug and alcohol addiction, you know, but I came back home to Delaware and I was shocked, appalled to see what was happening since I left after 32 years, that I didn't see no strong leadership amongst the men that I remember back when I was coming up. I got released to Ferris, Black Man Development Center from Ferris School in 1973. I was 17 years old. I went to Ferris when I was 11 from over Riverside.
Wow.
So I was exposed to a lot of North demonstrations, you know, but Allah raised me up. It was to prepare me for something that me and Brother Sharif are doing today. So everything we went through is a lesson, you know. So going to Black Men Development Center, that's why I got nationalized as a Moorish American, became into an Islam. And that was manhood training. That was something I never got. I didn't get it from the church. I got it from the Moors. I got it from the Islamic religion. And there was a lot of brothers I seen who did the same thing, same with sisters. But coming to Black Man Development Center, it raised me up. I didn't do those things I didn't do. And a lot of people seen a change in us. And I think that's the reason why they shut down the third-party custody, because we're becoming Muslim.
Yeah.
We're becoming Moors.
We go to the court system to get people out.
Yeah.
The court system will release people to us.
To us,
So
that's
we
right.
can help them develop themselves to be better at who they are.
That's powerful.
Yeah,
and,
it
that,
is.
and that, like you said, I can see that being a reason why.
Because
they-
we
get rid of that.
stood out. We cleaned the community up. We took pride in our community. You couldn't come up with the community. No selling drugs in our community.
No. Community Security Patrol.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we walked the streets. We did the same thing in D.C., in Baltimore, Ohio. Back when I came home, I got with the nation in Philly. They were doing the same thing. The trainer he was from Black Man Development so back in the 70s. He remembered General Hassan. He remembered those days. So he still had that same spirit of training black men going to the streets and protecting our men and women. You know what I'm saying? And people hated that because, we was working with the police department. That's the law. You know, if you take advantage of a woman or something like that, we have a right to protect our community. You know what I'm saying? And today they didn't like that. You know, they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can come in our neighborhood and do what they want to do. You know, but so the spirit that I was raised is still today, and a lot of people not trying to hear that. You know what I'm saying? They talking about defund the police department. Why would you defund the police department? Who you gonna call to protect you? The Bloods or the Crips? No, we got to protect ourselves. You know, that's what Islam is about. That's what the Quran or what Allah is talking about. Protect your own.
Yeah, the Muslims have to take a bolder stance.
Yeah.
You know, because when you look, our parents, they suffered. They wrestled with this beast. Now, as things came along, we got more money. You know what I mean? And things got a little slower, and people got off their post, and we got to get back on our post because when we got off our post, the opposition came in, and they just do anything because they didn't want to see us on our post like that. But when we were on our post, we are on our post for a lot.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm encouraging everybody out there under the sound of my voice. Get on post for a lot. And even to all my Christian brothers and sisters and Muslim brothers and sisters, you say you love Allah. Now it's time to get them liquor stores up out of the community.
Yeah.
Because that's what, by taking in them spirits, because this spirits is on top of the store, wines and spirits.
Right.
When you take them spirits and taking them gins, you become under the influence of devils and commit crimes, and then the prison doors open for you. And it's so we're most in people, we overpopulate the prison because we got more liquor stores in our community than any other community. So I love my people. I went to the powwow a couple weeks ago, the Nanny Coke powwow. I used to go, and it was just mostly Nanny Coke Indian people, our family. All of a sudden, the Neanderthals started trying to take that over. But I know how it feels when we together as a people. And, you know, I believe my people. I really believe that we can say enough is enough. Get them liquor stores out of the community.
Yeah.
And, you know, raise them children not to pick up or use drugs. Raise them children to see the true qualities within themselves, the divine quality. They said, allow the husbandman of everything that is true forth this human seed into the soul, so it grew apace, and man became a living soul. So he threw that seed into the mother, and that seed, inshallah, has to blossom to be something real beautiful and in perfection. But the enemy don't want to see you come into your perfection, but Allah wants to see you come into your perfection.
Islam. I know drug and alcohol addiction is rampant in our community. I was licensed. I was working in the prison system, Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I was a Islamic chaplain for 5 years. I had over 19 prisons I was going to. I was doing AA. I got really involved in this addiction because it affected me. I didn't read about it in a book. I lived it. You know, a lot of brothers and sisters I knew. Then when I came home, I started working at Guarantee Hill, Smyrna, the psych department, you know what I'm saying, even at the mosque, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had to get involved. I just can't just blah, blah, blah talk. You got to live it. You know, things you're going through in life, Allah's preparing for something bigger, grander, you know, but you got to have faith and do it. So we as Muslims, we as Moors, in practicing Islam, Allah's given us that energy. So a lot of people that I talk to, like in the prison system, they feel threatened because of the way I talk, because of my experience. And you need experienced counseling, not because you got a bachelor's degree. Have you done some time? Yeah. Do you have a drug and alcohol addiction? In Texas, that's how the drug and alcohol counselors start out, as a dope fiend and become a counselor, you know, and they get some degrees too. And that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to get the word out, get involved, you know what I'm saying? Because people do change.
Yes, all praises due to Allah. Come by the Moorish Cultural Center and let us stir up the holy breath.
I mean,
so we can crack these ethers and run Shaitan up out of our community because the holy breath is real.
Amen.
That's what Shaitan's scared of.
Yeah.
They know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They always try to make it look like they're in the image of God, demonstrating their superior perception of reality. That's an illusion. In psychology, I love psychology. You know, I'm a psych major in my bachelor's degree. And Sigmund Freud said IQ equals mental age over chronological age times 100. That means if you can be 50 years old and physically, and you don't think it, you can be chronologically at a different age. You can be 50 years old physically, but you can act like chronologically you can be 50 years old. Mentally, you can be like 15 years old, walking with your pants down and stuff like that.
Over 10,000 years old.
Yeah, and getting caught up into the illusions of this world. That's why Jesus said, be ye not conformed to things of this world, but be ye transformed by the renewal of your mind, because Allah wants to transform you today. Allah wants to throw back their mockery. Right. You want to see Allah work and stuff? Give up the drugs. Get the liquor stores up out of our community. Mm-hmm. You don't have to ask Trump or nothing for nothing. Yeah. You can see Allah show up because he's cleaning us up. You know, because we about love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Get them out of our community.
Yeah, we about to. You know, he said the Constitution, Article 6, Section 2 said the Constitution, the treaty should be made supreme law of the land.
Islam.
We about the Moroccan Treaty of Peace and Friendship.
Islam.
We ain't about them foreign agents coming using our people bonds and open up the prison industrial complex. No, we know who you are. Yeah. But if you stand for Christ, if you stand for Muhammad, you're about clean up time.
Islam.
And his mighty prophets, he says, clean it up. Let the Lord of the worlds work within you. This is better than a hit of crack, heroin, cocaine, et cetera.
I'm telling you.
Yep. Because you'll see something magnificent happening in the sisters. They think the Virgin Mary was something.
Islam. Yeah.
Mess with our Muslim sisters, you know, and our Moorish sisters, they're beautiful.
Yes,
I see heaven in their face when they clean up. I say, wow. It was at a time and stuff. I was doing bad. I wanted to give up. I looked at the face of the beautiful sister. I said, oh my gosh. I said,
another civilization.
I seen heaven in the face. I said, I want to do right.
Islam.
And Lord, keep showing me all these beautiful sisters and stuff and bring them up and stuff that makes me feel like being around.
Islam.
You know, be 69 next month and stuff. But when I see them sisters, I'm not young no more. They said the only way they knew King David was dead. They said the virgin up in the chamber.
Raise up them dead bones, huh?
Them dead bones and stuff. We got to stir up the spirit of women in Delaware.
Islam.
Don't die and stuff from some egotistical politician.
Yeah.
They hate the word in you.
Islam.
They said the word was made flesh.
Made flesh.
Let the word live through you.
That's right.
It's time for the people that say they know Allah, the Lord of the world, they know Jesus, whatever. Let it wake up in you. Crack the ethers. Get the preacher, bring down the thunder, Mo.
The holy breath. The holy breath.
The holy breath.
That's right. That's what I hear. Islam.
I gotta always keep my finger on the knob for you because you start low and then you get so
okay.
you get so audibly high.
More fired up.
Yeah, and I got to turn the volume down because you be breaking it.
I'm a Mexican because I love my people.
Yes, sir.
I love the Moorish Science Temple of America. I love the Nation of Islam. Mm-hmm. I love go to a good church and hear some good gospel music.
Islam.
You know, I don't like to go to them churches where people just take it as a hustle. You know, they give a sermon and stuff, and after the sermon and stuff, you see them drinking a beer and smoking a cigarette and stuff like, no, not all churches ain't like that.
That's right.
But they're institutions of higher learning. And the colleges are institutions of higher learning. And the colleges and universities rose my spirit. Rose me up brought me out of darkness, marvelous light. I used to hang out in the hood. A little too swift for the hood now, you know.
Is there something that I think about a lot is we're a spiritual people. Like coming from being the original man, being close to the ethers.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, it affects us. The drugs, the alcohol, it affects us differently than other people. And speak on that. Like, how much so is it different? And
we in our natural self is like I told you, like Taoism means harmony and balance with nature have a tie to Islam.
Natural.
Our natural self, we're the natural part of the elements. Like you see the winter, spring, summer, fall, earth, wind, fire, winter, thunder, lightning stuff. We all are part of that. But so if we want to get rid of the crazy stuff, let's stop the sin. We learned sin. Sin when the colonizer came in the garden, we learned sin. I'm not saying I love all people because I was a lifeguard, but I can't tolerate sin in my life, and I want other people cast their sins on me because I don't know. See nowhere in the book of records where Allah puts somebody over me or you. The divine right of kings or manifest destiny where the Caucasian or Neanderthal said they was chosen by God to lead the rest of the world. So when you on the low frequency, you believe that mess. But when you walking on that right road, uphill road, you want the loud stuff, you know that he's closer to you than a jugular vein. You feel nothing you see or hear. And he gave you the gifts of sight, speech, and hearing. And then he comes back and you know that, you feel that, and that's a graduation way better than any university that I've ever been through. That's what they ain't like about Jesus. Because he made the Sadducees and the Pharisees and scribes, he made them look stupid. So when you get that pure spirit in your stuff, I don't care what hall of higher learning they open, they ain't better. You call it Akashic records,
Yeah, the real spirit.
Yep. You go out the universe and soar the majestic heights with Allah. With them cherubims and them seraphims.
Islam.
Question, Abdullah Bey, I'm curious to hear, or Muhammad Bey, Islam. Curious to hear your thoughts on this, and right after I want to hear Brother Sharif's thoughts as well. Is there, I've seen it, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Is there a way, ceremoniously and positively, is there a way to use what they would consider drugs or alcohol even? Is there a ceremonious way or positive way to use that?
There's, so they say, but I didn't like my experience in using, say, marijuana. It was a good experience because I think it enhanced my understanding, my sight, and all that kind of stuff. But I found out as you get older, it works in the opposite because it's not natural. I mean, they say it comes from the earth, but
they put all chemicals in it.
Not the stuff they sell in the stores, essentially.
Yeah. So, but I'm saying the natural high. That's where I run at my age. I'll be 69 like Sharif next month. The natural high, that's the best high. From reading scriptures, practicing what Allah says, praying and so forth. That is the high. So anything else other than that, like with me, when I got addicted, you know what I'm saying, and I realized that I forgot Allah. Once you forget those things that's natural, then everything start going down, getting worse. You know what I'm saying? And my life did get worse. So Allah gave me everything, but I didn't need Allah, so I thought, because I got off the straight path. You know what I'm saying? I got off the guidance direction and started doing my own thing. Yeah. And that's the downfall of forgetting where you came from, because we all been through some stuff, So drug-free, alcohol-free, that's why I'm a counselor. That's why I do drug and alcohol counseling free from those things, because you got everything you need within yourself. So you got everything. So everything outside going to get you in trouble. Like you said, alcohol, marijuana. Now they got some drugs I never heard of. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So the natural high.
Alhamdulillah, Rebel Alameen.
Yes, sir.
Means all praises due to Allah and the cherish and sustain the worlds. So when you get tired and sick and tired of that thinking, and be obedient to Allah and open up the Quran. The Quran means recite. So this is the book for you, and it guidance is sure. For those who fear Allah and believe in the unseen, they have a surety to the hereafter.
Amen.
Spend that what we have provided from it. Study the Bible. You come into a different world. But if you out there drinking and drugging, you cannot see it. Please. And this is for everybody.
Yeah.
The corporate world is trying to exploit people of all walks of life. They don't care nothing about your color.
Mm-mm.
So, my thing is, I'm a lifeguard. I've been that for years in the pools and so forth and so on. But I found out after I stopped working that job in the pools in Wilmington, that you got to be a lifeguard all your life because a lot of people's in the muck and miry clay and the murky waters. So when you learn about that personal experience with holy breath, with the law, you go to a whole different dimension, a whole different frequency. So you ain't even able to deal with the low frequency people. They can't touch you. When I was in the Army, I was a field wireman and telephone installer. The telephone line is the second line when you see on the telephone pole, and up the one way up there is called the power line. Mm-hmm. So they also have a power line on a train, run Amtrak, right? We got power flowing through us like that. We got energy flowing through us like that. And you ask Allah, help me control it, Lord. I didn't know it was like that, right? Mm-hmm. They ain't ready for you like when you get like that. Mm-hmm. When you get overwhelmed with that ain't getting high. Mm-hmm. You get overwhelmed with energy like that, and you keep your mind focused on law and salvation. Because some people don't want you to think salvation is true, because they don't know. They want to pull you in the muck and the miry clay. So the Holy Quran says, let out of ye rise a band of people, right, and joining what is right, inviting all that's good, forbidding what is wrong. So when we come as a people and joining what's right, forbidding what's wrong, we'll live in a utopia. We'll live in the hereafter. But also it says, Allah says, if you're not careful, I'll raise another people in your stead.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that's why we're here today. So everything must change. If not, it's going to die. You know, a lot of people I know, everything will die. So if you keep not doing nothing, that's what you get, nothing. You know, that's why I tell the younger generation, you know, you got nothing because you don't want nothing. You know, why you keep coming back? Ain't nothing in the penitentiary. Yeah. What you want in the penitentiary? Ain't nothing in there. Come back as a volunteer. That's what I did. Yeah. Or employee and get paid. Yeah. Become part of the solution, not the problem.
And don't doubt yourself, as they say in church. Satan's a liar.
Yeah, he is.
And all my brothers and sisters out there, I want a lot of y'all who've been in prison go on a fast not to go to prison.
That's right.
Because that's how you see your life change. Because every time you go to prison for the public policy, you'll sucker. You make the corporate people rich. The Walmarts. What else? Walmarts and the car companies, and the oil barons and
the cell phone,
and oligarchs and stuff like that. And I'm about climbing to the majestic heights, being one with Allah. Letting that spirit come to me, and it comes to me, I'll share it with humanity. The law's still on the set. That regardless of what they see, what they doing, he's all seeing.
That's right.
They can't do nothing with you, especially if you got that energy, not like the power line, that power line.
Islam.
but you're on Allah's power line. he bring down that power.
Sir. Yes, sir.
That holy breath.
The holy breath. There you go. That's who we are today. You know
and he bring you from darkness and marvelous light. He bringing change to America. Because you failed to pick up a drink. Yeah. You failed to use them drugs.
Yeah.
You said you want to change. It's time for the younger generation to make change. Because you got that power. You got that energy. They're scared of you. That's why they got them, bring them the National Guards. And it's a shame. Staff for law. The police make 60-something thousand a year and stuff. And they can't even walk the beat. They got to call the National Guards in. That something wrong with that picture. So it's all about money. And I don't want, I want the people, humanity, come up out of that trick, them tricks. that deception. My heart goes out to all the people in Wilmington, Delaware, because there's a chance. Don't use, don't pick up, and watch your mind become enlightened. Watch if you open up the door so the Holy Spirit can come in and keep you company.
The next generation. I'm looking at my nieces and nephews, and it's hereditary, drugs and alcohol, mental health, from slavery. And I see it as I get older and forgot where I came from. We all got mental health problems. It's how you deal with them, control them. You turn to Allah. Don't turn to drugs and alcohol. So a lot of people giving up because they had nobody, no direction, no guidance, no man. So if it went through black man, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
And when you read, every time you commit a crime, they have a right to put you back in slavery.
That's right.
So that means we ain't never got freed in 1865. And inshallah, when it comes back the next time, I'm going to read a canon law to show you still slave.
According to law. According to law.
Until you proclaim your nationality.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Noble Raleigh said you have to proclaim.
That's right.
Canon law 2056 tell you that it's an illusion that, that what they're doing, passing that bond and stuff like that. But when you proclaim your live birth, they got to let you free. Otherwise, they're in a breach of their office. And it requires for their immediate removal from judges and all that.
We ain't no slave no more.
Yes, you are when you're on your lower self. That's why it tells not to sin. That's why it tells not to break the law. You know what I mean? Because when you don't break the law, you're in due pounds.
That's right.
You got that, what you call that aura around you. You know what I mean? You got, because didn't Allah give us charge of the angels?
That's right.
They at your command and so forth and so on. So when people come at you, you loose.
Yeah.
Put them angels on them, man.
We don't do the things we used to do.
Yeah, we don't do that. No. And because this is the way of time, and Allah wants to work with us so we become new beings. New beings. You ain't gonna speak the same way you speak. Ain't gonna walk the same way you walk, etc., etc. You ain't gonna see like you used to see, because Allah's giving you a vision. You can't go nowhere in this world without a vision, just like the politics gave you a vision too. You got to get up off that. Yeah. That vision ain't help us. Our vision here is freedom. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. We gave them a chance, but they were unfaithful to us. Allah never failed you. And like what it say, I like that. It says 27 something says, Lord is my light, my salvation, whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life, whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even my enemies, my foes, came upon me to eat up my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though an host should encamp against me, and my heart should not fear. The war should rise against me, and this is why I'll be confident. One thing have I desired of the Lord, that will I seek after, that I may dwell in the house of the Lord all the days of my life, to behold the beauties of the Lord, to inquire in his temple. For in the time of trouble he shall hide me in his pavilion, in the secrets of his tabernacle shall he hide me. He shall set me up upon a rock, and now shall my head be lifted up above my enemies round about me. Therefore I will offer this tabernacle sacrifices of joy. I will sing, yea, I will sing praises unto the Lord. Hear, Lord, when I cry out my voice, have mercy upon me, and answer me. For when thou said, seek ye my face, my heart said unto thee, Lord, thy face, Lord, what I seek. Hide not thy face far from me. Put not thy servant away in anger, for thou art my help. Leave me not, neither forsake me, O God of my salvation. For when my father and my mother forsake me, the Lord will take me up. Teach me the way, Lord, and lead me in a plain path because of my enemies. Deliver me not over the will of my enemies, for false witnesses risen up against me, and such as breathe out cruelty. I fainted lest I blaze and see the goodness of the Lord, land of the living. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage. He shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say on the Lord.
Amen. Yes, sir. Nationhood, citizenship, self-determination, land.
Yes. They stole our nation. Good idea. Talking about bringing nationhood to Afghanistan. Right. That was Marcus Garvey's and our stuff.
Fridays at 7. Come visit Moor Culture Center. Holy Temple meetings right here in the temple every Friday at 7. Proclaim your nationality if you haven't done so already.
Because it's time for us to make new. Come join us. It's time to change your life. It's time to transform. Be not conformed, but be transformed by the rooting of your mind. We are the transformers.
So something that Brother Muhammad Bey said
Yes,
that
sir.
made me think was, and something we talked about before about programming, because you talk about how basically we all have some kind of mental issue just passed down.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
PTSD.
Yeah.
straight up. I mean, I my father drank, my grandfather
Yeah,
drank, everybody
yeah,
drank. So I'm just, so
yeah.
for me, it was just it's normal. And
Yeah.
and
It ain't normal.
You start, well, for me,
All right, what do they got over top of the liquor stores? What they say?
the spirits.
Right.
That's right.
So we've been attacked by the spirits.
Yes, right. The
And
jinn.
so I'm crying out to the younger people mainly, don't take them spirits.
Yeah.
They're putting you on the spell. They make you do things that you don't want to do. And
Regret.
it's time for us to raise up and run the liquor stores up out of the community. It's just like even our voting thing, they buy their way, buy the votes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
When they come again, take the money. Take the money, but you ain't got to vote for them.
No, you don't.
Reverse psychology, y'all.
Yeah.
They trying to play you. Let them spend all that money.
Islam. So
Yeah, I'll take some money. I ain't got to vote. Period.
what I'm getting at is we have to reprogram ourselves,
Right,
because
right.
we're programmed. Like it's a that's why I said it's
Neural
normal.
linguistic
It's
program.
normal because I've been
Yeah.
programmed to be that way, and a lot of us are programmed to
Right.
run to marijuana or run to the alcohol.
Peer
because,
pressure.
just because peer pressure. But even before that, it's almost like I said, it's almost just a passed down hereditary kind of thing. So we have programming in us. It's in our DNA to a point, but there is a such thing as epigenetics. We can change our DNA. We can.
That's how you change.
Islam.
We can change
when
your
you don't
DNA.
pick up, you change in your DNA.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
come in what they use. What's the name of the guy? Superman.
Spirit man.
Yeah, Spirit man. But you don't pick that up. You're changing your DNA. You open up doors inside of yourself.
We need brainwashing, and these are the things that people have negative connotations between programming or brainwashing, but in reality, we are programmed. Our brain is already filled with bad program. We need to wash our brains. We need brainwashing. We need to reprogram ourselves. Come to the temple. Come to the masjid. Go wherever you need to go to get filled with that Holy Spirit.
Change.
And use that new programming to step out as a new person.
Because that's all part of the ethnic cleansing the liquor store. They fear you, and they want that fear to be the alpha male where they direct all our problems. And like Jimmy the Greek said, they genetically inferior. We're the dominant gene.
Yeah.
So now it's time.
Kings and queens.
Yes. So now it's time to go deep within the immeasurable depths of your inner self and let the holy breath waken you, crack an atom. Muslims are divine germs impregnated in a vessel.
Yes, sir.
We the seed that Allah's planted to come forth. Now, with us here in America, because you have the Moor Temple of America, you have Nation Islam and other orders. So we're different from them people over there.
Yeah.
We go over there to study, right? But a lot of people get it confused. Like the Most High says, by stages and degrees shall we teach you to declare this message. I'm not at the stage of anything, Mar. I came up different. I'm traveling on different corners of the world.
Yes, sir.
Not only am I traveling on different corners of the world, I'm traveling in different corners of the heaven.
Traveling man.
Yes,
Traveling man. We just traveling through.
Yes, sir. That's what
Islam.
that's what this tassel represents. I'm universal.
That's right.
It ain't pinned down,
Brother Muhammad Bey,
Yes, sir.
in your counseling, like in an official setting, what's the first thing you do, or somebody, especially I want to hear about, especially young, like a young man, like somebody young. When it comes
First,
to
you gotta.
what are you doing first?
First, do you have a problem?
Okay, to admit the problem.
Yeah, they didn't. I can't do nothing for you.
Isn't
I
it?
had grown people kicked out of my office. You ain't got no problems. You got 18 DWIs. You ain't got no problem. Huh? Come back later.
Ignorant.
You're wasting my time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once you realize you got a problem, then we can come up with a plan of action and address those problems. If we got a problem with the legal, family, social, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why you're in a correctional facility, because you got a problem.
And like you said, we right here too, we got to come up with a plan of action.
Yeah, that we do.
I mean, all these, we got all these halls of higher learning They just there. A lot of them become shells. We're getting older, and you got to bring that spark and light back to give it to the younger generation people.
Yeah.
It ain't all about getting angry all the time. Either sometimes it's about showing your love.
That's real.
Make things come together. We are so beautiful when we come together.
Discipline.
I was just thinking about when I was at the powwow. They was doing that dance and so forth and so on. But I look at our people, even when I went to Doom Day, right? That we got the best dancers on earth.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got the best drum playing. Just like the way you see them 5-hour Indians do that dance and stuff. When you see us in our apparel, Native American apparel, ain't nobody gonna touch our dance. Cause you know they got us from dancing during the dance ritual and took it and put it in a bar. To put it in a bar and stuff like that so you can lose your power and go crazy. Exactly. But when you get into your real dance and stuff, you calling on them spirits.
Drop it like it's hot.
Huh?
Drop it like it's hot. Yeah. Or back that ass.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got to re-educate ourselves. You know,
re-educate ourselves and be happy.
That's all.
Because
discipline.
We Moors over here at the Moorish Cultural Center, we about as cracking them ethers.
That's right.
We about steering the spirit and cracking them ethers. Because we know now, we rising above the ignorance. Like Buddha says, passion is the hottest fire, Allah's most deadliest venom, truth is the sharpest sword, ignorance is the darkest night. So we fighting against the passions. You know, that passion can get you in trouble.
Yeah, I remember that fight.
Oh, yeah, you remember the fight passion?
Yeah, man, fighting myself.
Yeah, passion. Passion.
Yeah, fighting myself. You
can pull it a little bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fighting myself is a struggle. You know, higher self and lower self. But once you get back to your higher self, then you in tune with the law. You know, that's what I did when I went through what I went through. So I was so enmeshed in learning, because I went through that. I didn't read it from a book. I went through that. I was so involved that I came back as a volunteer. You know, who better qualified to do that? You know, that's my law. So I can't do that in Delaware. I had to go all the way to Texas. You know, I volunteered for 15 years. And then after 15 years in Texas, you can hire a paid employee. You know, but I had 17. So I was qualified, you know what I'm saying? So it became like second nature. Everybody I came in contact with, like a family reunion. Yeah. I already knew we did time together. We went through what we went through. So we as black men, you know, we gotta get on top of this demonstration. So we can't keep living like this. So
and to all you older people out there,
yeah,
it's time for y'all to learn how to get grounded.
There you go.
Grounded in wisdom, grounded in supreme wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. The nerve cells operate by small cells called neurons. And the neurons carry messages down to what you call the dendrite, somas, and axon terminal. Now, so I want y'all to learn how to fire that light with your neurons. Fire divinity with your neurons.
Discipline.
Discipline. Say enough is enough.
Enough is enough.
Because we are of a beautiful species. We ain't. I'm not from the same species as a Neanderthal. It's quite. It's you know. It's clear to see, but be proud of what Allah has did for you. That when people try to oppress you, that you can choose the uphill road, walk on the right path. Because when you walk on the right path, Allah will see you, and He promised to protect you. We don't care about them wolf tickets that them people be selling. A lot of people like that, all you got to do is look them in the eye. They more scared of you than you of them. Like the bears, all them animals, they scared of you.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why they do what they do. But what I'm saying is that you don't realize that, a lot of you don't realize when you are walking that straight path. Purity paved the way for love. Wash and become the sons of purity, and you shall be forgiven. Then your third eye open. When your third eye open, it's like shooting laser beams.
Islam. One question I was thinking of, but I feel like you're already answering it, is like, you know, what do people need the most? And it's not just spirituality, but it's more so like the brotherhood, family. That's what I'm hearing.
Unity.
Brotherhood, family, and
Well,
community.
see
We need
this?
people to come together.
See this?
Is that?
Noble Drew Ali said, worship under your own vine and fig tree.
That's right.
That's why I can go to the Nation of Islam because I'm in the church and all that because I'm in my vine and fig tree.
Yeah.
When you look at my feet, what you looking at?
Your feet.
What are my feet?
Your toes.
The roots to a tree.
That's right. The foundation.
Yeah.
That's right. The foundation.
Jesus said, you tell a tree by the fruit it bears.
That's right.
Then he said, oh, you generation of vipers.
Hmm.
So you got to watch what people utter up out of their mouth because sometimes people utter poison up out of their mouth. And we've been poisoning up. And when you go in them stores and stuff like that, instead of how to learn, you're poisoning nerve cells. That's nerve damage and stuff like that. So it's our job here to teach you not to do that. Teach you how to strive towards longevity. That Allah will pay you too if you're obedient.
Islam.
Because he's above some president of this world. Why would you take and put your Lord below something of this world, like what the prophet said in the Quran said, 1 minute of God, next below a worm. So I mean, when you get on that path with Allah, it's sweet. I'm gonna tell y'all something y'all didn't know. Remember the Jetsons?
Of course.
That cartoon Jetson? That right there, they tell you cars are flying saucers. Every time you get in your car, you're in a flying saucer. You're in the cosmos. Yeah.
Islam. Yeah.
So you got to put your hand
Right.
into Allah's hand.
I mean,
Put your heart in the heart of Allah so he can redeem you and bring you from darkness into marvelous light and whip the enemy's butt.
yeah.
The enemy is filth. The enemy is your lower self. And then after you deal with your lower self, you got to be on guard against other people's lower self.
That's
You got to be on your post because when they see you light up and stuff like that, that's attractive to them, right? And if a lot of times, if they can't get it, they'll try to put it out.
Yep.
But our light is powerful. We are the light of the world. What it said? Jesus said, "You are the light of the world. Let your light shine amongst men, so they may glorify your Father which is in heaven." So we got to turn the light switches on.
That's why we're here today.
Yeah, we turn the light switch on.
Yeah.
The light switch is banning the atom bomb,
Yeah.
banning the nuclear bomb, especially when you speak, because freedom of speech is the First Amendment. Now we keep letting everybody else speak. They don't even really live here. Tell somebody else go home and stuff. They seem like anchor babies to me.
Yeah. High frequency, man.
But we don't. We're the type of people. Long as you do right and treat right, we don't care where you live. Just don't touch.
Right.
First law of nature, self-preservation. You touch and stuff, you're getting yourself in harm's way.
Yeah.
We ain't selling wolf tickets either. Some people have to keep all the violence going on. They still starting the violence. That's so they can steal your land and treasure and stuff like that, and your natural resource. But you got to hold on tight to the rope of law and reveal them with truth, because they can't stand the truth. And so every time we tell the truth, they try to come another angle. It's like playing chess. You can't give up.
Checkmate.
Yeah, they'll try to, but what it says, if you're a firm and faithful in law and you come under attack of the enemy, we will assist you with 5,000 angels. And then another sort of Quran says, and we have ordained lamps in the lower heavens for the shaitans. And then I look down at the footnote, says lamps, lights, and missiles. What I tell you about them neurons? Yeah, you fire them neurons. And you can't fire neurons properly when you got the wrong thing in your system, when you're on the wrong diet.
Right.
You know, you like brother said, you could change your DNA. And for the sake of Allah, that's what we want to do. Don't be nobody's sucker and fall into the prison cells and all that.
Yeah.
Don't let, because they after you. They after you to make money to send you to jail. Especially black men. They don't want the so-called black man stand up and then find out his true identity.
Not at all.
Yeah.
You know, the Constitution says piracy on high sea is a crime. I'm not going to talk to that much on it. But United States is first. You don't put no other country over our country.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about the corporation. We ain't even a part of that mess. But according to the Constitution, if you do that, that's treason.
That's right.
So all them people that say they about the law and stuff, what they gonna do about that? The joke's up, the game's over, because you're being watched. Allah's watching you.
Men got to start being men, and women got to start being women, because the men don't want to be men no more. Little boys want to be,
Yeah, they had some thing down in Louisiana, and all these so-called men came for. They was gay as a fruitcake.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what, the Democratic Party was really endorsing that, and
Obama.
Sexual reassignment and all this stuff like that. And I was raised up from some sharp teachers and stuff like that. So they tried, with both parties, try to make it look like Allah's not present.
Right.
And so it's more present in the Republican Party, even though I'm not into none of them, right? But they're against that.
Right.
But the Democratic Party is for that, because our structure as a man shouldn't be like that. Our structure as a man should be a righteous man. Mm-hmm. And the Democratic Party fear the righteous man.
They do.
And the Republican Party fear the righteous man. Allah's on the set today, and the righteous is coming forth.
Islam.
There is natural order. There is a natural way of being that Allah has set forth, and going that way, being that way, is completely against nature, completely against the way of life. I mean, one thing I don't like to say, but one thing I say a lot when I talk about this topic about being gay or whatnot is like, how are you even here? Like, you were here because of a mother and a father. You are literally, in my opinion, you are disrespecting your own nature, disrespecting your own parents.
Right.
How did you even get here? And now you're just like, no, I'm not going to be doing this anymore. We're going to just end the family line here, and I'm just going to go be with the same sex. That is so anti-Islam, obviously anti-Allah, anti-God, and it's tough to say this because a lot of people take it.
That's disrespect.
It is, Mo, and I feel bad saying it sometimes because a lot of people take it a certain way, and people, there's people that are killing themselves because they're unaware of how to deal with their emotions or to deal with
sexuality.
Yeah, they don't know, so they feel lost and confused, and now they hear me say something like that, and they're like, oh, man.
John 14:1-3 says, "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe me also. For in my Father's house are many mansions. If we're not so, what told you so? For I go to prepare a place for you where I am, that she may be also." So everywhere you turn, you see institutions where people are messed up. You know what I'm talking about? Especially when you get older people are messed up for not living right.
Right.
They ain't living right. So at a certain age and stuff, they breaking down. So do you want to be on that diet? I don't want to be on that diet. Huh?
There's only but so many, like there's a small percentage of transgenders or people of that nature in this society, but yet there's so many mass shootings and deaths and violence caused by them because they're so confused, because they're so detached from the natural way of things.
And that's their diet. Which Allah called the Quran a piecemeal.
Yes, sir.
So they on the wrong diet, and it's our job to feed them properly, and it's our job to guide them to these institutions of higher learning. I'm not discriminating against none of them. I'm not saying go here and go there, because I'm a scholar. I've been in school most of my life, but I learned from all of them. But so when you come amongst a brother or sister, ain't right, check them.
Yeah, you gotta check.
Because when you check them, that's Allah in you.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to let Allah show in you. That's the light. A lot of us need to be checked anyway.
Well,
saying we got a vision and stuff like that, and then when the politics come around, everybody turn their mind off Allah and go into the political agenda.
Well, doing the groups and stuff, I was in the prison system. I deal with that all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because they able to function in that manner. When you come back into society, you dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? But while you incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? But people do change, and I've seen it, but again, it's just that when they come back into society, there's no structure, so they survive like they've been surviving, but I know when I came home here in Delaware, it don't happen in Texas, you got the homosexual coming to Juma, dressed as a female, with the hijab on, and in Texas, you get beat down, because the brothers in the community allow that to happen. The Christians saying would have a right to be homosexual, not in Islam.
And what they keep so when you say the Christians, right? What they did to the so-called black man and woman, we're in the modern day version of the Crusades, and they got us on the cross, and they got us looking at Caesar Borgia, Pope Alexander VI's son, with the whole story about Jesus is about the Crusades. That's why this is the resurrection day for us to get up, these dry bones to get up, and Allah's on our side. If you want to make a difference in your life and stuff, and Allah's blessed me, and I'm going on 69 next month, because I've been on the path and stuff like that. He blessed you to get on a path, and a lot of y'all can live to be old age and spiritual. Don't get caught up into the mess. Let Allah become a part of your life and stuff. It ain't all about what what the politicians say, what the Holy Quran say. Shaitan will whisper into your ears evil suggestions. That's why we say, "Oh, the bloody man, Shaitan James."
Right,
we ain't got time for them evil suggestions no more. We hold on tight to the rope for Allah.
We know.
Right, we bringing down the power. The power is being righteous.
Right.
The righteous help deal with all this mental illness out here.
Yeah.
How can you say you got a PhD in this clinical psychology or a psychiatrist, and you be a white supremacist at the same time to try to address somebody's problem when you need to be addressed? Your problem needs to be addressed.
You the problem.
Which is white supremacy and stuff. And people need to wake up and make America a utopia, a place where we all can live, because the earth is the Lord and the fullness thereof. And you got to learn, we have to learn our diplomacy and stop calling people names. Africa's a place rich with resources. And all these NATO countries always trying to shortchange them on deals. But now, what you call Burkina Faso?
Yes, sir.
Man, they making France broke. They gone crazy over there. And so when the people, they got us arguing, I ain't got nothing to do with Africans. So they show your problems. You got to learn how to address them. They got the natural resources.
Yeah.
If our economy falls stuff, we can be like them.
That's right.
And that starving, all that so forth, so Allah telling us how to use your heart. That's where the nearest place you can meet Allah's in your heart. Let Allah come out of your heart.
Islam.
This ain't nothing to do with spookism. Give them a chance and watch what they see.
Islam.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. Everything changing. We changing, you know what I'm saying? So this is our time. This is the last days and time. So we got to take what we know and apply it. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And make it happen. So that's where I'm at in my life. And I'm trying to
and brothers
make it
and sisters, you're on a life support. Your life support system, you can try to run away if you want, but you just committed suicide.
That's it. You ain't going nowhere.
We have
Allah's all seeing.
Yes, sir.
We have a few moments left.
Okay.
A few moments left. We like to keep it within about an hour. Right, okay. We're basically at an hour now. So just get some closing remarks. I know you're the special guest today, Muhammad Bey, but I'm pretty sure we've been talking more than you.
No problem, but he's doing what he do. That's what I like that.
You already seen it.
Yes, sir.
He gets fired up.
He's only one day over, so we.
Sir,
You're the elder, so you.
Yeah.
One day.
But
give us your whatever you.
Well, my thing is my profession. What I like doing, I love to do, other than being a Moor or Muslim. But again, there's and how I apply it though. Application, you know what I'm saying? Because you can have all the knowledge, but you got to be able to apply it. So the people I come across, I don't think I'm better than them or try less than them or so forth. So I came through the addiction. You know what I'm saying? So it's not about drugs and alcohol. Anything could be addiction. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back home and I realized what had happened since I've been home, I didn't like it. What I'm seeing. You know what I'm saying? I remember black men in control. They got a lot of women, you know. Is that good or bad? I don't know. But again, I think we as a people need to come together and apply what we need to do for the next generation, like with my children. You know, I try to give them the best that I had, and I try to be a role model for them. I want my kids, they in college, you know what I'm saying? And I want them to go to college, and I want them to be better than me. Like I was trying to be better than my mother because she struggled. We all black women struggle, you know, coming up doing Jim Crow, you know. You know, so I look for the best in us, man. You know, we all got shortcomings and faults and so forth, but the best in us, we all have our best, you know, and Islam is the best. You know what I'm saying? You know, so for those who don't have it, and God willing, they will get it, but they see us and what we do. They watch what you do, you know, because they hear what you're saying, but they watch what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So we got to be the best, you know, role models that there is. And so like I said, back in my hometown, Wilmington, Delaware, you know, and there's a lot of opportunities, and these are last days and times, but we are forced, you know, to come together. We are forced to do some things, you know. That's why we're on the show here and now, you know, but we need more of it. You know, we need to come together, whether you're Muslim or Christian, you know, and a lot of times I'm saying that's a divide, you know, based on your faith. There's only one God. He begets not, nor is begotten, none like unto him. You know, there's only one God. He ain't got no partners, you know what I'm saying? So so the thing is that
he's in you.
That's right. You know, we got to bring him out.
Place you can beat him, the jump vein.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate being on the show here and talk, and that this is who I am. This is who I've become. For all the stuff I've been through, for all the BS that I went through, you know what I'm saying? So I got to deal with that and move on, you know, because Allah's not finished with us until he puts you in the ground. You know what I'm saying? So the lesson for the day is do for thyself, know thyself, and be thyself. You know what I'm saying? That's that more science. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I've learned in my life, you know, at 69 years. You know, it's a lot more to come. You know, so again is we got to apply what we learned, man. You know what I'm saying? And I like, you know, people I run across, and I'm sure we got enemies too, because what we're saying, 'cause a lot of people don't want to hear that. They want to deal with the old plantation mentality. Yeah. Them days are gone. You know, a lot of people don't want to change. You got to change. Yep. You got to change, you know. And I think I have changed enough from where I was, where I'm at now, inshallah, into the future. You know, there's a lot more to go, a lot more time to learn some things, you know. But again, stay clean and sober. You know what I'm saying? And so it's not just about the drugs and alcohol. It's the thinking, the behavior, the belief system. You know, we ain't talking about no Santa Claus, no Easter Bunny. You know, we ain't talking about no fantasy. You know, it's about reality. Yep. And that's what we got.
The reindeers represent where they used to have bells, jingle bell, shotgun shell.
So what?
Jingle bell, shotgun shell. Represent where they used to have bells around the slaves.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, slavery.
Don't you know that the reindeers and the brothers the same colors?
What? Islam. But
I'm serious.
No, I see.
I hear you.
I see that.
You know, but like I said, the next generation, we got to let them know what we know.
Yes.
You know, because a lot of things our parents knew, they didn't tell us. So, like eating pork is more than not eating pork. You know, it's the lifestyle that comes with it, because if you eat the pork, you become what you are, you know. You know, and so we got to stay clean and sober, you know, mental, physical, and spiritual. You know, we at war, man.
Yep.
Yes.
We at war.
Please don't get started on the war, please, Mo.
You know, but we at war.
We at war. This jihad, this holy war.
It's holy war, man, and with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So again, lower self. Mm-hmm. You know, so we got to do our job. You know, this is serious. This ain't no joke and no game. You know, because from what I've seen, people rather go to prison. Mm-hmm. They don't want to do nothing.
Because they can survive.
They can survive.
What about alligator Alcatraz that they had?
Well, they still want to use it, but they trying to do away with it.
What I'm saying, they might want to go to prison, but didn't you hear about the detention camps?
Yeah.
And all that? So you have to get control. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that's what they're using to control people. You know, so like last night, the Hispanic parade,
Puerto Rican parade.
Yeah, I'm saying, but the county sheriff was out there. You know what I'm saying? They got out of hand.
Got out of hand.
Yeah, the Spanish brothers got out of hand.
I believe it. I heard good things, but I'm not surprised.
I'm glad my children can go. They was really.
Man, they was walking up the sidewalks because they're controlling the people, you know, because they got out of hand. Alcohol.
Yeah.
You know, that alcohol.
That again, you know.
That alcohol and spirits.
And it took me a while to learn that, right? I'm glad that I'm able to share that with you, share that with humanity, not to do that.
You know, so we all counselors, you know, and that's why I'm saying with the experience we had, we make the best counselors. So we got to use the best, you know, and stop playing. So I mean, at one time I was kind of like, you know, slow in there, but now I realized, I knew it was criminal justice, the police, the courts, and the prison. So when I get a degree in that, you know, just like the attorney, district attorney, prosecutors, they know the law. Yep. We know the law, so I got an A every time.
They basically dealt with public policy, though.
Yes, sir. You know,
the foreigners, how they get rich, they don't get rich off constitutional law. They get rich off administrative law, which is public policy.
Well, a lot of us know by being in jail on drugs and alcohol, go to school for that, you know, and reverse the situation, be part of the solution, you know. And now I would talk to my clients, man, I ain't coming back no Boston, but you'll come back as inmate. You know, you've been here 3 or 4 times, so whatever you're doing ain't working. Yeah. So try Islam. You know what I'm saying?
Islam means peace. It ain't real. The people keep thinking it be something. It just simply means peace.
That's all.
Find peace within yourself.
Within yourself. You know, when your family, when you see you change, your family want to change too. Whatever you're doing, they want it. Because I know you. You know, so now you're doing the opposite.
Yeah, they try to make it look so far out.
Terrorist.
When it simply means peace.
Peace within. Yeah.
It don't mean how deep. None of that, you know. Jihad, no, it means peace. Yeah. What you got to do to walk in peace? Can you finish praying and ask guidance from Allah, and He show you a peaceful way, showing you how to be a humble and meek person, so forth and so on, guide you to the fire?
I mean,
that's what it's about, peace.
You know, that's the lesson for the day. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you, brother. Thank you. I think this is counseling right now.
That's right. 1-on-1.
All I'm saying, I just pray to Allah for all humanity out there that's in their addiction, that Allah wants to give you CPR.
That's right.
And breathe that holy breath on you, wisdom, supreme wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and make you new. And don't be a sucker for big corporate world as they casted spells on you to the liquor store and stuff because they don't want you to come live up to your fullest potential. Yeah, you know, as Abraham Maslow said, the human being is constantly in a state of self-actualization, living up to his fullest potential. We don't have forever to self-actualize. So my cry out to humanity, fallen humanity, this is your day of self-actualization. Peace.
Fallen humanity,
Islam, and that's what we're here doing, raising up on humanity right here. Moor Culture Center every Friday. Come to Temple 7 p.m. The God Hour, Islam, 715 North King Street. Something I wanted to say that I was thinking about this whole time after you was talking about thoughts, like evil thoughts and whatnot, is like we are not our thoughts. I want people to notice that is that if you see a thought or you're observing a thought, then what is observing the thought?
Right.
That is you. So clearly the thought isn't you. So just be mindful of where that thought came from. Be mindful of the programming that you do have and why you do what you do. Just be mindful of the history of where that comes from and the thought where it came from, because that helps you overcome it.
Going back.
Thought is the cause of it all.
Yeah, see.
You know, so Islam.
They used to sing that song in church, your anchor holds and grip the solid rock. You got to be grounded.
You got to be grounded. That's right.
You got to be grounded.
Islam.
The electrical spark gonna come through and shake you, but you gotta shake it off and get grounded.
Right.
Take them shoes off, take them socks off, put your feet to the ground, to the dirt.
Oh yeah, that's what we do. We
to the grass. Oh yeah, most definitely.
We take our shoes off and just put the grass like that, and the cheese shoot right up our back.
I don't have the science on it, but I sun gaze. They said don't look at the sun, and I look at the sun almost every day.
Don't look at the sun.
That's what people say.
I can't look at it because I got my vision.
I got some drops for you, Moor.
Honey drops.
Yeah.
He turned me on.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. But no, I'm saying the cataracts. Yeah, and that's what the doctor told me, because they talking about. If you look at the sun, but you need the sunglasses, anyway, you need some protection.
Okay.
You know, we not. I didn't know young people get cataracts. I thought it was old people. It's young people.
I used to look at the sun all the time.
Oh yeah.
Well, maybe I should stop. I don't know. I mean, I squint.
Yeah,
I don't look there all day, but
don't,
I mean,
don't get into it like that.
Yeah.
I used to look at it too.
man, I'd be looking at it.
I got glaucoma too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be mindful, Mo.
What they call it? You got to just
Macular degeneration or something like that.
no. It was a word that they use when you got deficiency in your eyes. It's not. I found it was a cataract,
Right.
but every time I go to
Glaucoma?
no, it was every time I go to the eye doctor, they couldn't tell me what it was. You know, you
But
guys.
the bottom line is we're getting older,
Yeah,
and you're a couple of years young. We're sharing advice, right?
yeah.
Take care of everything because
Got
it's
to,
precious.
man.
That's
Yeah.
like when I trained with him on Sunday morning, and him, Brother Khalid, I have him gone.
Oh, okay.
Don't know about.
This past Sunday was tough. But Saturday was a family party, so I was I was out of it a little bit. But doing them crunches, Mo, my stomach, my core was sore that day. But it was a great experience.
But I got
to
him
be in
kicking. I
nature.
got him kicking right. He
Strong.
Oh
wasn't.
yeah, them kicks are nothing nice, Mo. I promise you that. Don't walk up on me, you gonna get kicked in your chest. I promise you.
Yes, sir. You know.
No, but yeah, I mean we're done. I don't want to go too long. We're gonna sign off.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you again, Brother Muhammad Bey,
Yes,
for
sir.
being a special guest and bringing this wisdom in on drug addiction counseling. Inshallah, this was a counseling session for me.
It was.
For anybody that's watching this. We're getting 200, 300, 400 views every video. So, inshallah, there's at least one at least one person that is seeing this that is going to make that first step. And they're going to need more help. So, you know, that's what you're going to come here for, or go to your local temple or your local.
Well, I want to open up my own facility like I did in Houston and Dallas, but I'm not able to. I got to work in the prison to do what I do. And I don't like working in the prisons or probation.
You will.
We got to figure out. We're going to communicate and see if we can do something here.
Yeah.
That we can. I mean, we have a Christian sister that she's actually Muslim, but she's Christian.
She's both.
She's
She
both.
both. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
She came from Africa. Real quick, she
Yeah.
came from Africa, and she's Muslim in Africa.
Right,
But
right.
when she came here, in order to fit in and not be shunned and to get in
She
easier,
studied Europe.
she went to
Oh,
Christian.
okay.
Yeah, like
community.
she's that too. She's the queen of Europe, but right when she found that out, she like.
So she does counseling and she has a nonprofit and stuff. So we definitely want to communicate with her more, but we need more programs here, more help. You know, as you know where we are. So there's it's all around us. You know, there's
We probably can
people
start that
outside
third
constantly.
party thing too.
Well, I got fired, if you will, because I go to Juma on Friday. They try to make it harassment for going to probation close on Friday at 12. So my time is my time. So and they knew the other two. I worked for 3 different companies since I've been in Delaware, Gander Hill, and I had no problem. But you got some people who are jealous or don't want you to get your
because we have more.
Yeah,
More.
you know what I'm saying.
As a Muslim, I went through a lot of pressure and the hate crimes and stuff like that. So these people come over here now, when we paved the way, well, they don't know about the hate crime, the hate, how they hated on me. Now they can come and they respect it like that and so forth and so on.
We did the work.
But we are different from any other group of Muslims in the world.
In the world,
the Muslims in the Nation of Islam, the Muslim North Science Temple of America, we had a degree where we got to come together, broaden our horizon, and get anchored down, bunker down, right? And change our conditions. Because the Neanderthals are not going to change it for us. We got to breathe holy breath on the situation.
Islam.
Islam. On that note,
yes, sir.
We're signing off. Thank you again for being a special guest, brother.
Okay.
Until next time.
Inshallah. God
Peace.
willing. Okay.
Peace.
All right.